Hello, I'm Bryan Painter, columnist of the Oklahoman, and today we're joined by Hardy Watkins, Executive Director of the State Tourism and Recreation Department. Thanks for coming in today, Hardy.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Bryan.
Appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about summer travel, and to start off with, Hardy, what impact has the economy had on travel to state parks, museums, and other destinations, and do you foresee any changes?
You know, it's really a mixed message for Oklahoma. And in some ways, people are taking shorter trips, and so it's a great getaway destination. And so we're seeing a real opportunity. Places like the zoos, some of our museums are seeing really strong attendance. For example, we had a weaker than usual winter and early spring in our state park system, but we really attribute that more to the weather and the late snow than we do the economy, because we've started to see an immediate uptick, and those are perceived as such valuable and value-oriented getaways. So it's a mixed message, but an opportunity for Oklahoma this summer.
What adjustments do families tend to make to their travel plans when there is kind of less money at the end of the month?
What we really see is that they choose maybe not quite as expensive of lodging, or they may not eat as quite a nice restaurant. What we find is that they'll budget a little bit for travel, and they still want to travel because they can get together with family, they can create memories, there are things they want to do with their children or grandchildren. So you still see people traveling, but they have to maybe downsize a little bit. And I think that's what we see more than anything else for most families. It's just a less expenditure, but still traveling.
Is there any different marketing-wise, anything that you do different that you do this summer as compared to last summer?
Well, you know, absolutely. For us, we are a regional advertiser anyway, and that works to our advantage because people are staying close to home. We really expect most travel to occur within 350 miles of a person's home place this year. Certainly that makes Oklahoma and North Dallas, or the Texas-Dallas area, really, really important for us. But what we're trying to do to respond to that, number one, our television advertising, which is an important part of what we do, shows the ranking that AAA ranked Oklahoma one of the best value-oriented destinations in the country. We also will do a newspaper insert in the region, sort of showcasing the free brochures that we make available. And we're driving people to travelok.com, our website, because we have free deals, or we have trip giveaways, or we have, you know, lower cost or double coupon type offerings. And so we're really trying to make sure that people know that we are a great value, and then we're trying to show them, you know, how they can do that and make things available to the traveler.
How much might a day trip or an overnight stay cost in Oklahoma? Is there any kind of range?
Sure, and in fact we do research on that to sort of track that, and don't let these numbers scare people when they see this, but obviously a day trip is not as expensive because a significant portion of a budget is lodging. And you really can have a terrific day trip in Oklahoma between $50 and $75, and that's going to be your fuel and your lunch depending on the size of your family or your party. And what we really see is between $150 and $250 average for an overnight stay in Oklahoma. So again, that really meshes well with the with kind of the economic. One thing that our studies show, and we do a travel pulse quarterly, people have kind of accepted the slowdown in the economy, so they're still planning to travel, but again, they may be choosing downward or limiting their budget just a little bit, but they're still going to travel. It's just going to be a 2-day trip as opposed to a 3 or 4-day trip, and they may stay in a slightly lesser priced hotel, or eat at, you know, a fast food restaurant or a casual dining as opposed to a higher end place.
Those numbers you gave us, are those based on a 4-member family, or?
Yes, it's really a four-person family. Again, in our region, the further away you get, as you would expect from Oklahoma, so if it's somebody from St. Louis, it's going to be a little more expensive. Right. But the Dallas, the Wichitas, the Fort Smiths, you're looking in that $150 to $250 a night. And again, the driver is where they choose to spend the night.
All right. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.